Were you there, God? Were you there on that day when, seeing Kitchener's extended finger pointed straight at him, a young Tommy Atkins lied about his age to join the colours of the Fusiliers? Armed with the shilling of his king and his chest puffed out with pride, a young Tommy boarded a troop ship that would sail across the Channel to a near yet foreign land. As he marched, young Tommy saw the bloodied bodies of the dead and the dying hung upon the wire of pointed steel. But they were not alone. Far, far from alone, for you are everywhere. Tommy wasn't destined to die, pinned, helpless on the wire. He sat shivering in the shadows of his trench. He'd scarce been there for half an hour when of a sudden a noise droned overhead. And then the droning stopped. There was a flash and a bang and the bodies burst, and Tommy Atkins saw his mate blown all to smithereens. But you were there, God. You were there, for you are everywhere. As everywhere were the spattered bodies of Tommy Atkins' mates. His mates had all been killed. And the Padre said, "Oh, indeed the ways of God are strange." And then it rained, which washed away some of the blood and the gore. And what remained was eaten by the rats. So was it you who on that fateful day did make the whistle blow for them to rise themselves above the parapet and march into no man's land? Oh, but march they did, and to great cost. When all about him fell and he was alone, in trust young Tommy turned to you. He turned to you as he ran and ran and ran, in fear and in shock, for he knew not which way he ran. He was but 17 years of age. But you were there to guide him, God. You were there, were you not? For the Padre had promised you would be always at his side. The Colonel said he'd been a coward to run away and not to face the foe. So as the dark night turned to hazy dawn, they tied him blindfold to a post, and through misting eyes his comrades ripped to ribbons a heart that had bled for England and its king. But his fellow Fusiliers had dared not but obey when that last and dreaded order came to take steady aim and fire. You were there, God. So why was it so? Why was it so? The old pals have returned, but some still lie in Delville Wood at Arras, at Lewes, at Cambrai, at Ypres and upon the Somme. Some pass through the Menin Gate, and some lie well within, their names inscribed upon the stone, for family and generations to stand before and bow their heads. While elsewhere in the fields of France, the saddened pilgrims chant, "They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old," as they pause before the crosses, row on row on row, in a so close yet foreign land. But not for him! A cross to mark the spot, no name upon a stone, where bare 17 he fell, shot by his own. Who will will remember him whene'er the sun does rise and set. Remember you. Remember and mark well, he who also served, who ran away, confused, scared and shocked. And in Sealander's fields, where still he lies alone, will one poppy blow for him, Lord? Will one poppy blow for him? You should know, God. You should know, for you are everywhere. Oh, bloody hell, God. Bloody hell. Were you there? Or were you not?